Keep is a horror fantasy film from 1983 that was written and directed by Michael Mann, based on the novel by F. Paul Wilson. The film takes place during World War II in an unnamed keep in the Carpathian Mountains of Romania. The German army, led by Captain Klaus Wehrmann, are sent to guard the keep. Wehrmann goes inside and meets Alexandru, the caretaker. Alexandru informs Wehrmann that there are 108 T-shaped crosses made of nickel within the keep that must never be touched. Wehrmann catches one of his soldiers trying to steal one of the crosses, claiming there's hidden treasure of silver. Later that night, the same soldier, Lutz, and another soldier, Otto, discover one of the crosses that is indeed made of silver. They try to pull it out, but take the block that is attached to with it. Believing there's more silver behind it, Lutz crawls inside of the hole left by the block and almost falls out of the other side. He is attacked by some weird lights. Otto brings Lutz's body back to discover it's been burned and torn to shreds. Then he dies. Elsewhere, in Greece, Glaken feels an ancient evil presence at the keep and treks across the ocean to find it and destroy it. Back at the keep, 3 more people die. Suddenly, an army of Einsatzkommandos, led by SD Sturmbannführer Erich Kämpfer, start executing Romanian citizens under the impression that partisans are to be blamed for the murders of the German soldiers. After seeing some writing on a wall in ancient Romanian, a local priest, Mihai, suggests that they find a historian, Dr. Cuza, to decipher it. The only catch is that Dr. Cuza is a Jew. After Dr. Cuza arrives and deciphers the message, the ancient evil, called Molisar, rescues Dr. Cuza's daughter, Eva, from being raped by Nazi soldiers. Grateful to Molisar, Dr. Cuza agrees to help him defeat the Nazis. Molisar then cures Dr. Cuza of his scleroderma. Eva leaves the keep and stays in a nearby inn. To her surprise, Glaken has gotten there before her and takes the room she is staying in. They immediately fall in love. For some reason. Molisar tells Dr. Cuza that there is an artifact buried in the keep that prevents him from leaving and therefore helping Dr. Cuza destroy the Nazis. The doctor accepts the offer to take the artifact out of the keep for Molisar. Glaken finds out that Dr. Cuza and Molisar are in cahoots, and Dr. Cuza tells the Nazis to take Glaken hostage. Glaken isn't having any of that, so the Nazis kill him. Inside the keep, Wehrmann and Kämpfer have an argument, and Kämpfer kills Wehrmann. Outside of the keep, Molisar has murdered all the Nazis and the German soldiers, and soon after, he murders Kämpfer. Below the keep, Dr. Cuza finds the artifact and brings it back to Molisar. Eva tries to tell his father not to give it to Molisar, but when Dr. Cuza almost murders her, he realizes he has been played for a fool. Molisar returns Dr. Cuza's scleroderma to him. Also below the keep, Glaken comes back to life and, with a case that he had brought with him from Greece, destroys Molisar. However, he also dies as well. The Keep was filmed primarily on location in and around Wales. It was the first American production for both Jurgen Prochnov, who plays Wehrmann, and Ian McKellen, who plays Dr. Cuza. Also, it was the first English-language role for Jurgen Prochnov as well. A little joke I like to make is how could Jurgen Prochnov still be commanding the Germans when he died at the end of Das Boot, in which he also commanded an army of Germans. Originally, the film was set to run 3.5 hours, but Paramount stepped in and trimmed it by almost 2 hours. What was released was a bit of a nonsensical, but somehow beautiful, mess. Some bits of the film are poorly edited, characters seem to do things for no apparent reason, and overall, it's just kind of a hodgepodge. After spending some time with the original novel by F. Paul Wilson, I can say with confidence that I would totally be willing to sit through a 3.5-hour horror fantasy epic. The film had no less than 3 different endings filmed, one in which Eva rescues Glaken from certain death after his battle with Molisar. This ending was used in television airings of the film in the 1980s. It was given a limited release by Paramount in 1983, and it was a critical and commercial failure. It currently has a 36% score on Rotten Tomatoes. F. Paul Wilson himself has expressed extreme distaste for the film, calling it visually intriguing, but otherwise incomprehensible. Michael Mann has since disowned the film and refuses to release it on DVD and Blu-ray. It's a shame, because, as I said, the film looks incredible. It has some solid acting performances from not only Jurgen Prochnow and Ian McKellen, but also Scott Glenn and Gabriel Byrne. The visual effects by the legendary special effects wizard Wally Weavers are fun to look at, but the very best thing about the film is the music score by Tangerine Dream. This film was the second and last score they composed for Michael Mann, the first being Michael Mann's 1981 directorial debut, Thief. The Keep is quite an anomaly, but I recommend it all the same, warts and all. It is one of those rare instances in which it could definitely use a remake. It needs some improvements. But even so, it is a neat little film. It may not be for everyone, but if you can look past the jarring jumps in the edits and its other faults, you might have a good time. If nothing else, you should just ignore what happens in the movie and listen to the amazing music score by Tangerine Dream. And honestly, who doesn't love Tangerine Dream?